You ever feel like you're doing everything right on TikTok? Posting consistently, following trends, trying different formats, but somehow nothing really takes off. Views go up one day, drop the next, and growth feels completely unpredictable. If that sounds familiar, you're not alone. Because the problem is not what most people think. It's not your content, it's your visibility. Here's the part most people don't realize. TikTok doesn't just push content randomly. It reacts to signals. Likes, comments, follows, profile visits. All of these tell the algorithm that your account is active and relevant. And the more signals you generate, the more your content gets pushed. But here's the catch. Those signals don't happen on their own. You have to create them. Think about your own behavior. When someone likes your video or comments on your post, what do? You get curious. You check their profile. Maybe you watch a few videos. And sometimes you follow. Now imagine if your account could trigger that curiosity hundreds of times a day. That's how growth actually happens. Not randomly, not magically, but through repeated exposure. Now let's be honest. Can you manually interact with hundreds of users every single day? Follow people, like posts, comment, send messages, and do it consistently? Probably not. And even if you try, you'll burn out. That's exactly where most people fail. Not because they lack strategy, but because they can't sustain the effort. This is where automation changes the game. And I'm not talking about spammy, reckless automation. I'm talking about controlled, strategic, consistent interaction. That's what tools like TikTok Bot Pro are built for. Instead of doing everything manually, the system handles the repetitive actions for you. It finds users based on hashtags, based on niches, based on behavior, and it interacts with them. Likes, follows, comments, engagement, all happening in the background. Now here's where it gets interesting, because this is not about fake growth. It's about visibility. Every time your account interacts with someone, your profile appears in front of them. And when that happens repeatedly, something powerful happens. Familiarity. And familiarity builds trust. When people start seeing your profile again and again, they stop ignoring it. They click, they explore, they watch. And if your content connects, they follow. This is why some accounts grow steadily, even without going viral, because they are not waiting for exposure, they are creating it. Now let's talk about something important. A lot of people focus only on followers. They search for shortcuts, ways to grow faster. But followers are just the result. The real driver is attention. If people don't see you, they can't follow you. It's that simple. TikTok Bot Pro focuses on solving that core problem. It increases your chances of being seen, consistently, and consistency is what builds momentum. At first, the results might seem small. A few extra views, a few new followers, but then it starts to compound. More engagement leads to more reach. More reach leads to more visibility. More visibility leads to more growth. And suddenly, things start moving. Now let's step back for a second, because this is important. Automation is not magic. It doesn't replace your content. It doesn't fix a weak profile. What it does is amplify what already exists. If your content is decent, automation brings more people to it. If your niche is clear, automation finds the right audience. If your profile is optimized, automation increases conversions. Think of it like this. Your content is the engine. Automation is the fuel. Without fuel, even the best engine doesn't move. Now, there's something you need to be careful about, because this is where many people go wrong. They try to go too fast, too many actions, too much activity, too quickly, and that creates problems. TikTok monitors behavior. If your activity looks unnatural, it can trigger limits. That's why smart usage matters. Controlled actions, proper timing, gradual scaling. Growth is not about speed. It's about sustainability. The goal is not to explode overnight. The goal is to grow consistently without breaking your account. And when you approach it that way, everything becomes more stable, more predictable, more scalable.